Hi, this is Susie for Shiny and Tech Digest, and I am here with the Samsung G800. Now, this is the latest mobile camera phone from Samsung, and this is all very exciting because it's the first camera phone which has optical zoom rather than digital zoom. So as digital zoom, you take the photo, and if you enlarge it, it basically just takes the same photo and gets a bit closer, so it can end up quite pixelated. Optical zoom actually focuses in on a very specific area and then brings the lens forward, so you get better pictures as a result. Now, before I start the camera stuff, other things this has: it's a really nice looking phone. It's a very sturdy build, metal back. It's relatively heavy, it's quite thick, but for that it does actually make it feel like a camera. It's also got things like a dedicated Google search button, Gmail button, RSS reader, voice recorder. It really is fantastically spec'd. It's a really nice phone. So it's also got HSDPA, which means that it's really fast data transfer, so that's nice. However, the browser isn't optimised, it's not fantastic. Having looked at Shiny on it, I've seen a lot better ways of looking at the internet on mobiles, and it's not great on this phone, so you probably wouldn't use it too much as your dedicated browser. And I know it's old news now, but I'm still a massive fan of the Samsung startup screen, which has Big Ben if you're in England, and the Eiffel Tower if you're in Paris, and it has little birds, and the sky adapts according to whether you've got a strong signal or not. How cute is that? Now, the camera itself. This obviously is quite a big deal in the camera phone world, and I was quite excited. And you pick it up and you think, yep, that's going to be really nice. It's got a nice sliding out to start the camera. It feels like a proper camera. Zoom buttons up here, it's great. However, few little niggles that I have. When you start up the camera, you pull across this shutter here. So, okay, I've pulled it across, 1, 2, 3. I've just then got the actual screen looking at you, which is quite slow, and certainly slower than you get from an actual dedicated camera. It's also got a slight shutter lag, and the anti-shake doesn't really work. I'll show you some photos that I've taken of it using my very steadiest hand, and they're still pretty shaky. It's got in-camera editing for things like anti-red eye. You can add frames, you can add text, things like that, and you can also take video on it. So it's 5 megapixels, it's a 3 times optical zoom, so on paper it looks like a really good camera, but it's still not quite good enough, I'd say, to replace a digital camera, which is annoying because I really wanted it to be, but I'm sorry, it's not. For all that, even without the camera, it's a really, really nice phone, and certainly one of my top 7 this year.